How's it going? Hi there, how you doing? So thank you guys for joining me again today. Like my pigtails, I can't do pigtails. I barely know how to braid. It makes my brain hurt when I do it. I'm like, what am I doing with my hands? But I wanted to do them because they make me happy, you know? And yeah, how can you be in a bad mood with pigtails? So yeah, this whole week was about self-love, self-care, me time. And this was just a little way of giving myself a little me time of just like, oh, hey, I want to do this for myself, you know? Even though I know it doesn't look great, but you know, it makes me feel good, makes me feel happy. And I did it. So I did my best at it and I can be proud of that, you know? So there you go. I want to say thank you for joining me this whole week. We did a lot of cool different things. We started out with looking into the four agreements and how that can help us to, you know, be better versions of ourselves by making these agreements with ourselves. We also looked at Jerry Wills and his meditation about connecting us with the divine. We looked into the law of attraction, how to fine-tune that for ourselves, to really get to know what we want and to bring that to us faster by focusing on that instead of what we don't want. We also did the banana mask. Banana mask was really cool, and I forgot to tell you guys that even the next day, my skin felt so soft. Like that night, I was like, oh man, my skin feels so soft. I don't really want to wash my face and like take this away. So I didn't. And the next morning, it was still, it felt amazing. I can't wait to do it again. So I hope you guys try it out. Let me know what you think. We did a fire ceremony where we let things go. You know, that's a really important part of sometimes that we don't look at, you know. So letting things go can be a form of loving yourself by saying, you know what, this doesn't serve me anymore. I gotta let this go. We did a bunch of different things this week, and they were all really cool, and they were all in terms of this table of totality, this drawing that we've been referring back to. And you know how it has like, this table has a spiritual aspect, a physical aspect, a mental aspect, an emotional aspect. And if you pull any one of these table legs, all the others come with it. You know, like this is an analogy for ourselves. Like we have these different aspects of ourself, and if you pull any one of these aspects of ourself, everything else comes with it. And so we were trying to pull ourselves in positive directions this week with the different exercises that we were doing, and trying to uplift ourselves with these different little techniques, you know, these different things. So I hope some of them worked for you. Let me know what did, let me know what didn't. That way we can kind of start to fine tune more things and explore other stuff, you know, and figure out, you know, oh, hey, this is working really well. So let's like look into more of that. So yeah, let me know in the comments how things went for you guys this week. Something else I want to share with you guys is there's a really cool book out there called The Artist's Way. And it has a couple different techniques in it, but one of them is kind of nice that I want to just share with you guys, that it's a nice standalone technique in and of itself. But when you couple it with the rest of the stuff in The Artist's Way, it's a beautiful package. But you can kind of take this one little part out if you want and kind of just use it for yourself. So this thing is called, this idea is called the artist's date. It's called the artist's date because it's the artist's way. So the artist's date is what you do for yourself because you are the artist healing yourself. We're all artists, you know, even if you don't think, I'm not creative, I don't have a creative bone in my body. We all have creativity, we just use it in different ways, you know? Maybe it's the way that you organize the stuff in your house. Maybe that's like really creative. Who knows? It could be anything. The point is the artist's way teaches us that we can take ourselves on these artist dates. And an artist date is basically doing something for yourself, by yourself, and it's all just to you, for you, from you, you know? So you're gonna, maybe it's like a movie's coming out that you really wanna go see it, but go see it by yourself so you can really like be in it, be in that experience totally with yourself. Or I think the example from the book was like the person really enjoyed remembering picking up acorns and putting them in a tin bucket when they were a little kid, and that sound of the acorns hitting the bottom of the tin bucket. So they went out and did that. You know, they just went out and got a tin bucket and like filled it up with acorns, and just that little sound just brought them back, to a simpler, more innocent time, and just gave them a lot of joy. So there's all these different things I'm sure that we all have in our life that we get simple joys from, that we just got to kind of like rediscover and uncover, and go do them again, and get and derive joy from them again. And that's just going to be another way of filling up your cup. And when you fill up your cup, you'll feel full on yourself, and you can then give more to those that you love and appreciate, and not feel drained all the time. So yeah, take yourself on an artist date. It could be anything. It could be like, you know, going on a walk in the woods. It could be going to a concert. Could be going out for dinner at your favorite place. It could be simple. It could be extravagant. It could be a trip. It could be simply like reading a book or something. Like whatever it is that makes your soul feel like, yes. Do that, but do it with yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it by yourself. Don't have anyone else there with you. That way your whole attention can be on you. And when you do something like this, when you really put your attention on yourself and you're really loving yourself, you like other people will start to feel it. They'll be like, wow, you're like radiating love, because it's like you're not like looking for love from someone else. You're like, you have so much love in yourself that's just like, it's like radiating out to other people, and they're like moths to a flame. Like they want to, get some of that love. So try it out, like fill up your cup. I know we're always like, the whole reason why like I started this channel was because the whole 51% of service to others. Like I really want to be of service to other people, but the only way that I can do that is if my cup is full in and of itself. And if my cup feels empty, it's really hard for me to fill up other people's cups and help them. So we all need to take, a little bit of me time and make sure that we do it in a right way, in a healthy way, in a positive way. And so that way we can give more of ourselves to others when we need to. And like I said in this other video, imagine if our world was 51% in service to others. If we were all like that, this would be a completely different planet. We would be living in a place where there's no strife or hunger or homelessness or anything like that. Like we would all be taken care of, because we'd all be taking care of each other the way that we should be already, instead of like this like me, mine kind of like mentality. So I know this sounds kind of like sometimes like a little like, wait, you're saying one thing but then you mean another. So this week I mentioned that sometimes you have to be a little selfish every once in a while. You have to take a little time to yourself, but then taking that time to yourself, hopefully things that you're doing that's going to be done in a positive way to make you feel good. So that way, when you go back out into the world, you can give more of yourself, and you don't feel like you have to like guard and put these walls up and like protect yourself as much. You can just have that feeling of love, and let love be that thing that kind of like conquers your obstacles that are in your way. Yeah. So one other thing I just want to share with you guys real quick is this drawing that I did. And I shared it maybe, I don't know, a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago. But this little guy over here, he's like, it's all about me. It's all about me. And, all of us, we can all be like that to some degree. And, so every once in a while, we have this experience where something else comes into our life. And like this is represented by this black hole. And, like, the black hole for me represents like just like a divine experience, something that just kind of like, whoa, out of the ordinary just kind of happened. And when the It's All About Me guy has the experience with the black hole thing, he goes from it's all about me to, if you can see this, it's all about we. And that's like the whole idea for this whole channel and this self-love week, is that like we're all putting a lot of attention on ourselves all the time, maybe in negative ways, maybe in self-destructive ways, but hopefully we can look at ourselves in positive ways and give ourselves this me time, this self-love, and we can do it in positive, uplifting ways that fill up our cup, that doesn't deplete us, so that we can give more of ourselves to the planet. So thank you guys. That was a lot of words. I really appreciate you joining me on this journey of trying to make ourselves better so that we can make the planet better. Yeah, all right. So, thank you guys again. It's been a great week, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I will, and I will see you again later. Bye bye.